Hi everyone, Skydragon C5 again. I'm doing a sort of mixed review this time of a few different things. Primarily this is to review the DarkShock RGB model that I purchased a little while back, but it's also reviewing sort of the enhancements and changes that I've made to this hilt design. I initially wanted to order the Manticore when it came out. I really liked the style of the emitter, but unfortunately you can't get the Manticore with sound as well as RGB. You're stuck choosing sound or RGB, and it also doesn't come standard with a CoverTech wheel on there. And I wanted to have both of those. So I looked at either the DarkShock or the Overlord. Both of them have every single feature. If you check my Saber feature reference chart, which I'll link in this thread, and it will show you that you can only get every option with RGB on those two hilts. I decided on going with the DarkShock because I thought back here it sort of worked better with the lines of the Manticore emitter. Overall, in terms of the DarkShock, it is really nice. I bought it because it has both the MHS pommel, the MHS emitter. If you're buying it non-RGB, you can get it with quick disconnect if you want to swap it out. It's a really nice, unique, and elegant saber. I really like the RGB because it has a lot more length for holding it. As you can see when I grip it here, fully good grip, even not too much on the CoverTech. Really nice grip there. I'm not going to be hitting those normally. Normally the emitter only starts here, so I'm gripping it that way. I got it with sound. I got it with the guarded switch here. You could get a AV switch on the RGB model, but you're not able to get all of these in AVs. I thought the guarded would just look much better on here. Just from the side angle, it just looks like a bunch of normal switches all together. If I were to get a switch, probably if you're gonna get RGB, get an orange or a silver illuminated to match if you're getting Flash on Clash. Flash on Clash, you can only get silver or orange with RGB. Can't stress that enough because there's already 4 or 3 other LEDs inside the die, so there's room for only one. They can't use an RGB LED to combine to make the flash. I got silver Flash on Clash on mine. I thought silver matched much better with all the colors. Orange Flash on Clash works okay with the yellow. I still prefer silver with the yellow, but orange does work better with the red if you like orange with red. Personally, I think silver works well with everything when you're getting Flash on Clash. And I think the shock normally works best one-handed. If you want to use two-handed with a shock, I'd get the RGB just because it does actually add length to the saber. If you don't want the added length to the saber design itself, and you still want, like I said before, all the options with the MHS emitter, quick disconnect, MHS pommel, go for the Overlord. It stays at the same length when you order it in RGB. And I know a lot more people who want all the options would actually prefer the Overlord because then you're not having to spend more to get the extra emitters like I did. It's got a really nice emitter that has it on right now. I'm probably going to get an Overlord later on at some point just as a straight Sith saber, but I wanted this one with the multiple colors to sort of look both light side and dark side and sort of in between as well. Out of the DarkShock itself, I wouldn't change anything. It's really nice design with the grooves. I still got a shock pommel on here. I swapped it out for a regular shock. Just because the emitter is all silver, I wanted the pommel to also be all silver, just to balance it out there. The one big addition that I ended up doing later on was this little section right in here. I got it as a choke, but it originally is actually the part that connects the Guardian little end piece for the pommel with the spikes here into the saber. What I didn't like is there's a lip here that is a little bit too close of a distance to the lip on the Manticore emitter. The shock emitter is really nice because it has a sort of a angled up section, giving you more grip. the Manticore emitter has a really tough edge right there. So I thought this little taper in would act as a good choke point, but also a good accent piece to the Manticore emitter itself. The live swap colors are really nice on this one. It's really nice and easy, especially when you're at a convention, to pull it out and change the color on the fly to whatever saber you want. I'll finish this off just by showing off the Obsidian sound. It's a little bit different because this is the older shock pommel. It does have holes compared to the normal shock pommels now that have a little bit of a different hole vent pattern. I've got on this saber the Stygian General font, and I'll try swapping the colors just to see. I'm not sure how well it's going to turn out on video, but I know it turns out fairly well on camera. So turn out light here. I've got this one on what appears to be Bane's Harder Violet Amethyst. It's combining the blue and the red LEDs. Switch to just red, and then yellow with the red and the green. Just green. Arctic blue, combining the green and the blue, and it's exactly perfect Arctic blue. Guardian blue, back to violet, and then all three together makes it just a bit wider, but not by too much. Just show off the Stygian General sound font. And then the lockup's really nice. Sort of has a spinning sound to it, which I like with this vent. Sort of reminds me of a generator. So thanks for watching my video review of sort of my customization as well as the Dark Shock itself. Just to reiterate, if you want a hilt that has pretty much every single option available to it without adding anything more on, go with the Dark Shock. And it does have a really, really nice look to the grooves on it. It's, again, one of the older Ultra Sabers designs, but one that they should not change in the slightest. It is, in my opinion, pure perfection in the higher end hilts. Thanks for watching. Until next time.